Mr. A. Khan. I'm head of Year 9. We went on an interfaith walk where I introduced a lot of our kids into the community, local community churches and the mosques and maybe places of worship generally.
Hi, my name is Jenny Creasy and I work with Broadway School as part of a charity called The Feast, which has started in Spark Hill. We want to work in Aston as well. Basically, my job is to bring young people of different faiths together to chat about their faith, to learn how to disagree peacefully as well as to acknowledge difference and to change the world together.
The religion which is promoted from here is called Islam. I myself follow the religion of Islam. I'm a Muslim. Now, when we pray, like the sister was saying, we face towards the Kaaba, which is the house of Allah in Saudi Arabia, in a city called Mecca. Everyone stands together, we stand shoulder to shoulder, and we look down when we pray, and the Imam, he leads the prayer. It's simply for people to come here, to unite, to get together, and to try and create love and affection amongst people.
I learnt about the similarities of Christianity and Islam.
We learnt the leaders and how it's open to community. Moving on to the temples down at Handsworth, we just made it to the first Hindu temple, which was like, we saw not like, as Muslims we believe in one God, but they had God for nearly everything, which was amazing of how like how many different kinds of gods they had and for different things, and the decorations of those gods.
But there's been a church here for a very, very long time, and it's been, people have done bits of building work to it for all of that time, really. And if you go back a long way in English history, you come to something called the Domesday Book in 1085. And what that says is there was a church here in 1085. We're here not for ourselves, but for the area. When I was put in to be the vicar here, one of the things that the bishop says, that's a kind of overall leader of the church our church in Birmingham, he says that you're here for not for those who come, but for the community.
You know, Broadway's involved in the Interfaith Walk because it's part of community cohesion. Community cohesion underpins everything we do at Broadway, whilst we have, you know, outstanding improvement in results. You know, all aspects of it, teaching and learning have improved. You know, the school is improved in all aspects. But underpinning that, I believe that, you know, the school's got to teach and nurture students to understand different cultures, different people, so that we give them the skills to get on with people in life.
Well, I'm Manwar Hussain. I'm the Imam at Eton College, but I'm also the founder of the Oxford Foundation, which is a foundation that's been working with Broadway School for about 18 months now. Just walking together and conversation with young people, and then sort of finding out about their lives in Paribas at the school, and their aspirations, you know, what they want to be, what they want to try and contribute to society, and it's been really uplifting, you know, very motivational for myself.
This is a Christian community, and the idea is that we live here as a Christian community. You know, Lee Abbey it's a Christian conference centre in North Devon, and it's especially designed to help people in their Christian faith and to encourage them and to give them more resources to live as Christians.
It's a dialogue, isn't it, between the school, the community, and some of these local places where they go to pray, but yet they do not have any connection with. For example, the Muslims just go to the mosque, whereas the Christians just go to the church. So I believe when some of our kids who never get the opportunity or chance to go and visit some of these places.
Oh, well, at the moment I would say we need a roof repair, we need an organ, because the one we have is going bad. You know, this building had stand here for over the centuries, and it get rot.
was funded by President Saddam Hussein, and it took £2 million to build it. Wherever you go in the world, wherever there is a mosque, you have to provide some kind of facilities where they can wash themselves.
I think it's just symbolic of Great Britain today in the 21st century. We do have a tremendous amount of diversity, and what we have to try and do is harness that diversity. We actually need to create spaces and opportunities where people of these different faiths come together and work together for the common good. If we can achieve that, we'll be an amazing, amazing nation.
I think it's been really good for the students who've never actually been inside some of the local mosques or a mosque at all, or inside a local church, because they might pass them every day, but they just see closed doors, they don't see what's behind them, and I think that's really positive. For the students that went into a temple, most of them had never been to a temple before, had no idea. Maybe it felt a bit strange, but I think it was really positive. And one of the sixth formers said to me, "Miss, it just really opened my eyes." And for me, that's a mark of success, the fact that they've gone out there and it's opened their eyes. I think it's also been good for the local faith places to meet Broadway students, because a lot of them actually want to be involved in working with the school but don't know how to or have the opportunity to, and I think today has brought in some really good contacts that hopefully we can maintain in the future.